subscribe.
This audio is best listened to with headphones. Oh, hello there. I do hope I didn't keep you waiting in those chains for too long, darling. I'd introduce myself, but I'm sure you already know who I am. You're a vampire hunter, after all. It's your business to know these things. What sort of hunter are you, I wonder? A clergyman in the service of that accursed church, perhaps? Or simply a lone fortune seeker who hoped to impress his drinking pals with the daring story of how he slew the great vampire Queen K? Don't bother answering. It hardly matters. There won't be any stories written for you anyway. They don't write stories for incompetent would-be vampire slayers who can't even make it past the threshold of my castle without being caught, disarmed, and bound in irons here in my dungeon. They don't write stories for failures. You were a hunter at some point, but no longer. You're not even a man. You're just another slab of quivering meat hanging on the hook, waiting for your turn with the butcher. That's me. Don't think I'm impressed by that determination in your eyes. You'll scream and beg as loud as the rest of them when these fangs of mine find your soft little neck. I take no small pride in them. So long and white and perfectly sharp. I really do hope you like them, because in a few minutes you are going to be very, very well acquainted with them. But first, I've always preferred a nice peppermint tea before drinking a man. I find it to accentuate the flavor, and I'd hardly be a proper host if I didn't offer my drinking partner a cup as well. You are my guest, after all, uninvited or otherwise. Go ahead and set those teacups down in front of my guest, girl. Quickly now. Forgive my servant's sluggish pace and quivering hands. She can't help it. She's a frail, slow little thing. Always has been. I keep her around as an act of charity, really. But even my famous generosity has its limits. And I don't need to remind you that another date with the lash awaits that tender backside of yours should you spill a guess's tea again. Do I, girl? Of course not. Go on now. Good. Not a drop spilled. I knew you could do it, sweet girl. You merely needed the proper motivation. Hurry along now, back to your quarters. Now then, I suppose I should unshackle those wrists so you might hold your cup properly. You're not stupid enough to try to fight me, are you? I'm as strong as a full-grown workhorse. I could snap your arms like twigs. So, don't waste your strength. Just enjoy the tea. It'll help you relax. Good boy. No struggling now. Just drink. Inhale that aroma. Isn't it marvelous? It'll make your blood taste so much more refined, too. Though I expect I'll enjoy that more than you will. Oh, before we begin, I wanted to ask, what is this? It's a syringe, isn't it? For what? Poison? My guards tell me they took it from you when you were captured. I must confess, I've never seen a vampire hunter carry something like this before. All manner of bold, stupid men and women have pursued me with their knives and crossbows and rifles. Not one lived to tell the tale, of course, but a poison syringe. That's a very unique weapon indeed. Uniquely foolish, I mean. Are you such a poor vampire hunter that you didn't know we're immune to poison? What's in it? Arsenic? Hemlock? I could drink them all as easily as mother's milk. Were you simply too cowardly to take up a blade to fight me like your brethren? I do wonder if... What? He speaks, and with such audacity in his voice, no less. Good. I love when my prey still has a little fight left. Makes it all the more satisfying. Drink it then, Queen. Are you challenging me? You think I couldn't drink it? That if I did, I'd choke and retch and die like a human would? You know so little, and yet you feel confident enough to hunt the strongest vampire in the West. But I can see in your eyes you truly believe it. Poor, poor boy. You believe that if only you managed to prick me with this silly thing, I'd be defeated, and you'd return home the conquering hero who melted the wicked witch. What a joke. Here, I'll indulge you, if only to savor that look of embarrassment in your eyes when you see how foolish you were to pin all your hopes on this puny little needle. Let me just uncork the syringe and... Here, I'll pour the whole vial of poison right into my teacup. Cheers. Bitter aftertaste. It's not arsenic, is it? But whatever it is, it went down fine. I'm sure you're waiting for me to sputter and choke and drop dead on the spot, but I'm sad to say that the only thing... the only thing that... I was... Where am I? How long was I asleep? What is this? What are these bars? Am I in a cage? My throat is so sore. My arm feels like crow jelly. I can barely move them. Why am I so weak? Who's out there? Oh, you. The failed vampire slayer himself. What is the meaning of this? How did you get free from my dungeon? And where have you taken me? I'm talking to you, half-wit. If you value your life at all, you'll explain yourself in short order. Or are you fool enough to think a few inches of wrought iron can hold me? I'll snap these bars like matchsticks before... No, this isn't right. I should be able to pry iron like this apart easily. But these bars won't break. They won't even bend, and my fingers can't budge them an inch, and it hurts to try. Something's very wrong. What's this spiny leather I feel against my neck? Is this a collar? Have you collared me like some dog? You have more nerve than I thought. When I get my hands on you, I'll... Wait. My tongue ran through my teeth. And my fangs. I can't feel them. There are just these little rounded nubs where they should be. My beautiful fangs are gone. What is happening? What's wrong with me? What did you do? The syringe? No. No poison can weaken a vampire like this. Even a dose of the purest nightshade wouldn't give someone as strong as me nothing more than a headache. This is something else. It wasn't a poison. Well, don't play coy, boy. I'm in no mood for games. What was it? That is impossible. There is no such cure for vampirism. Sure, I'm not ignorant of the rumors, but that's all they are. Stories of a mythical elixir that can break the curse. Little lies spun by doting mothers to comfort their children when they're scared of vampires lurking beneath their beds. Only lies. You cannot have cured me. This is some trick. You sapped my powers for a moment, perhaps, but I'm still as much a vampire queen as ever, and when my strength returns, I will tear that self-satisfied smile from... Wait, what are you doing? No, don't you dare open that curtain. Can't you see the sunlight outside, fool? I cannot... No. What? That's not possible. My skin isn't smoldering under the sun. Oh. The sunshine. I forgot what it felt like. I haven't felt the rays of the sun graze my cheek in centuries. It's so warm and soft. I forgot how soft it felt. Then, it's true. No vampire can face the sun directly without burning. I'm human again. The rumors were true. I've been cured. Oh, no. This can't be happening. I'm still in bed, slumbering. This is merely a nightmare gripping my fitful mind as I toss and turn in my satin sheets. Any moment, I'll spring awake in a cold sweat, and no, it was only a bad dream. I'm still in my castle. I'm out here. And neither are you. You're still in chains in my dungeon, with 2 little red marks sweeping down your pretty neck. And when I wake, I'll... But it isn't, isn't it? This is no dream. My aching, feeble limbs, my absent fangs, the feel of that sunlight stroking my cheek a moment ago. This is real. Oh my God. Do you have any idea what you've done to me? Saved me. You have not saved me. You imbecile. You have ruined me. I'd rather have died 1,000 deaths than being turned into this disgusting thing. Humans are disgusting. I have hunted your kind long enough to become intimately familiar with you. You're weak and soft and fragile and filled to the gills with so many unnecessary emotions. And now, oh God, now I'm one of you. No, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Vampires don't cry. I'm not crying. What are you doing? Get your filthy hands off of me unless you want me to bite them. Oh. Wait. Why does it make me feel so at ease when you stroke my hair like that? I don't understand. You're my enemy. I should hate being close to you. But instead, it almost feels nice when you're petting my head to comfort me. Oh God, what's happening to me? No, it's not okay. This shouldn't be happening to me. I've never been the sort of feeble woman who collapses into a sobbing and trembling mess in the presence of others. Maid girls sent to bed without supper as punishment cry like this. Fearless vampire queens don't, and yet here I am, an embarrassment. For centuries, I could command my emotions like clockwork. But now, I can feel this newly mortal heart in my breast quivering with every breath as all those worthless human feelings circle it like vultures, ready to pounce. And I can feel that heart almost flutter when you touch my hair, when your hand strokes my cheek to soothe me. Oh, I want to hate it, but I don't. It feels nice. Why does it feel so nice? That's kind of you to say. No. What are these words coming out of my mouth? What am I saying? Thanking you for your kindness as though you're my friend and not a bitter foe. Oh, what a wretched, stupid girl I'm melting into before my own eyes. I should hit you. But in truth, I'm only praying desperately that you don't stop petting me. No, I'm stupid. Stupid and arrogant enough to drink a nameless poison just to prove a point. Stupid enough to let your challenge provoke my ego. I was perfect. I had the world under my heel. The whisper of my name alone struck fear into every man and mouse for 1,000 miles in any direction. My castle was the most resplendent on the continent, and I lived in matchless luxury. Every day I ate only the most scrumptious meals, and each night I drank the most savory men and women. I was more than a queen. I was an empress, a step or two from a demigoddess. I was beautiful and regal and confident and utterly, unquestionably dominant. And now, oh, it's all ruined. I'm just this stupid, collared, powerless, whimpering creature crying in a cage. A broken woman who can't even resist mewling as your hands thread through my hair. What is wrong with me? What did you say? Cruel. Is that what you said? You were cruel. What is that supposed to mean? And what? Don't let my newfound vulnerability delude you into expecting some apology for my behavior towards those under my power. I don't regret a minute of it. Humans are prey, and I gave them no more than the treatment they deserved. It's the way of the world for the strong to eat the weak. I make no apologies for being strong, even if I'm not anymore. No, please, don't stop stroking my hair. I don't want you to stop. Yes, you're right. I did, perhaps. I kept men and women in cages not so unlike the one you've placed me in from time to time. But they deserved it. Yeah, behind my ears, please. A little further. All right. Perhaps not all of them deserved it. Perhaps I was crueler than I needed to be. But anyone in my position would have done the same. I can't be blamed for doing what's natural. No, I suppose you aren't being so cruel to me now, trying to console me. But you stripped me of my powers. That's worse than anything I've ever done. I'm worthless now. Utterly worthless. I can't even go home. No doubt they all think I'm already dead, and one of my conniving lieutenants is already sitting on my throne. And if they found out I've been turned back into this, I'd be lucky to return as a maid to my former castle. I can't be human. I don't even know the first thing about being human. Teach me? You'll teach me what? I was ruling this land before your great-grandfather even learned to walk. What could you possibly teach me? How to be human? I don't want to be human. I want to be who I was, not some dewy-eyed little wretch. I don't... My throat's still sore and hurts. I don't want anything from you. Okay, wait. Maybe just a few sips. My throat's so dry. I don't know if I have the strength to hold it myself. Oh. That cold water feels so good. Thank you. Good girl. Is that what you just called me? There was a time when I would have had a man's tongue out for calling me something like that, but now I can feel the heat rising in my cheeks when you say it. Am I blushing? I like it. Why do I like it? And why do I like your soft hand stroking my cheek and gently petting my hair? I even like sipping a glass of water from your other hand like this. Oh, God. Say what you've turned me into already, Hunter. As a vampire, I would have lunged at you the moment you were fool enough to open my cage and clawed you to shreds. But now, it's not that I lack the strength to fight you. I don't even want to. All I want is for you to pet me again. And maybe... I feel sick saying it. A hug. That feels nice. Don't let go. I apologize for some of what I said before. Please don't let go. Your warm arms around me feel so soft and comforting. I still feel despair and anger and fear, but there's something else too, rising in my chest. Contentment, almost like I could get used to being held like this. You must be satisfied to see me like this now. Looking down at the woman who would have tortured you without a moment's hesitation only a night before, reduced to begging for a hug and crying in your arms. You even have me thanking you, the man who ruined my life. I should want nothing more than to escape you, but instead, all I want to do is stay snuggled in these arms. I can? You'd really just let me go if I desired to. After all this effort expended capturing me, you just let me walk away. Why? Oh, of course, you don't keep prisoners because you're not a monster like me. Is that what you're trying to say? Well, okay. Perhaps on occasion I did cage those I shouldn't have. But like I said, it's the natural order of things. I can't be blamed for being strong. I suppose that's true. Kindness is natural, too. It can be. And maybe I was too quick to judge all kindness as weakness. Perhaps there can be strength in compassion, too. There's clearly strength in yours. I so love you stroking my back like that. Please don't stop. All right. appreciate you permitting me to leave, but I'm not fool enough to think traveling outside on my own in this state is wise. And maybe it wouldn't be so bad to spend a day or two here with you while I recover. If you have me as your guest, I thank you. Oh God, here I am thanking you again. Stupid me. What am I becoming? I suppose I'll stay, though I'd prefer a change of clothes. The sweat has mine practically sticking to my back, and I'm sure I don't exactly look my best either. A bath? You'd run me a bath? Alright. But I hardly had the strength to hold a glass of water. I don't know if I could manage the bath by myself now. You would bathe me. I should feel humiliated to my core at the idea alone, but I suppose it would be better than staying dirty. Maybe. If your hands were as gentle as they are now, I suppose it wouldn't be so bad. Oh my God. Alright. You may bathe